Hi folks, Glenn Danford here, President and Founder of PRC Services. We're a nonprofit corporation providing free bankruptcy, free debt settlement, and free note modification help to those who, number one, need it, number two, who can't afford it. I'm going to start today, we're going to entitle this one Free Debt Settlement Help. Free debt settlement help. If you went out today you wanted to search the internet and you're looking for debt settlement, what is debt settlement? Debt settlement is the ability for you to combine your debts into one payment. Pay to another company to put that money aside in a savings, and then as the money accumulates in your account, they're going to begin to settle your debt. Sounds great. They advertise they're going to cut your payments by 50%. Who wouldn't want to do that? They claim they'll stop your interest you'll stop your interest rates and start your program from what you owe today, excluding any interest rate change or any type of late fees. And then they put you in a plan where they claim you're going to be debt free in 36 to 48 months. Now all that sounds really, really great. Some of the people will tell you, oh, you don't need to be behind in your debt. Just enter our program. What you'll do, it's real simple. Quit talking to your creditors and quit paying your creditors and give your money to us. Now, from an overview, from somebody who is looking for a way to reduce their payments, it seems like a great way to go. What they fail to tell you is that the interest rate does not stop there. The late charges do not stop there, and unless they can take you all the way through their program, meaning you make that payment for 36 months without fail, that if you fall out of their program, your balance is going to be 20, 30, 40% higher than it is today based on payments still adding, interest rates still accumulating, and late charges every single month. The second thing they don't tell you is what the creditor wants to do is he's going to collect the money. So he's going to send your account, as soon as you send them what's called a cease and desist letter, that's how you stop the collection calls, and it is a valid way to stop the collection process. But what they don't tell you is the second that your creditor gets the cease and desist, number one, they understand that you've become educated. Number two, they know the only way that they're going to involuntarily collect your account is to send it to a collection agency and have them pursue you legally. Legally means they're going to file first they'll send it to a collection agency, they'll do an asset search on you, then they're going to, if they can find some assets, which is either real property owned, some vehicles that you own free and clear or you have equity in, possibly a boat, jet skis, motorcycles, anything they can find that is registered with the Department of Motor Vehicles in whatever state you're in, or they'll pull a TRW or a credit report and they're going to find your last known employment. Now that last known employment is the last time you applied for credit. They're going to find that employment information on your credit report and they're going to call that. So they're going to look for real property owned, they're going to check to see what assets you have, and then they're going to check to see where your last reported employment. Now, that's all great. You've got exemptions on any vehicles owned. About $2,500 is an average in the different states. They can take anything over, let's see, 75% of your wages are exempt, so they can take 25% of your wages depending on how much you make and depending on the state. My website, www.prcservices.org, will give you that legal information where you can research that. But what's going to happen is they're going to go ahead and serve you with papers. File the lawsuit, serve you with papers. The problem with the debt settlement company, that's where their help ends. They can't help you legally for fear they're going to be sued. It's a heavily watched industry. The Federal Trade Commission has a lot to say about debt settlement. So what do? What we recommend that you do is you combine credit counseling and debt settlement. Before you cut off speaking with your creditors, you go to them, you present a plan of what you can afford, and we have a step-by-step process to determine what your budget is, and you will go through and make a decision is exactly what you're able to afford. With that, we help you arrange your proposal to your lender, and then you go ahead and contact your lender. If they turn you down and you've determined that there's no way you can keep paying your minimum payments, then you, by their own decision to turn down your alternate pay plan, you put them in a debt settlement program of your own. We're going to help you with how to set your account up, how to budget it, and then how to manage and settle your accounts. Down the road, our website's going to offer a contact portal where you're going to be able to manage all of your information on our site. In fact, it's in the process of being done now. So, once you've got your budget together, once you've got your account set up, and once you have your plan outlined, you contact your creditors, you begin to take control of your financial destiny and get yourself out of debt. So I encourage you, please, before you enter any program, if you're in a credit counseling program, if you're in a debt settlement program, if you're thinking about a debt settlement program, or you're possibly thinking of bankruptcy, please log on to our website. The information is completely free. There's no request for money anywhere, and read for yourself. It's quite a bit of information, but before you jump in with somebody and with no guarantee and pay them all of their fees up, would you go and buy a car and pay the bank all the money before you even got to see the car, and they'd give you no guarantee of the condition of the car? That's what you're doing when you're entering a debt settlement program as it's structured today. Some debt settlement programs are starting to possibly consider offering some type of end result, but it's only been heard on a very rare occasion. And who is going to pay for all their services based on a written guarantee, which you won't find anyhow? So please look onto our website. Glenn Danford signing out, and I hope we can give you some help. Thank you.